It seems fair. Can I get it?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Annie. If you're new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you're returning, welcome back. Okay, so today we're going to be doing my infamous Gypsy Locs. These are the locks that go crazy on TikTok and also have a pretty good couple of likes on my IG page. So first and foremost, I'm going to braid all around the head, and I part her hair the same way I part for medium knotless braids, which means there's 2 rows below the ear to ear line and there's 5 rows above the ear to ear line. So all I'm doing is braiding everything first, because for me, mind you, this only took me 4 hours. For me, I move faster when I do everything at one time, if that makes sense. So instead of doing a row, braiding a row, and then installing the locks, I will braid the whole head and then I will install the whole head. So that just helps me move faster. And these are my Gypsy Locs. I make them myself. They're handmade. You can either buy them off my website or you can book an appointment with me and I can install them for you in person. But these are just like any other pair of crochet locks, crochet soft locks. They do have a loop at the top, so you then install them just the same way. When you do order from me, you also get the wrapping hair that I use, so that it's going to look exactly like this. And you also get a crochet needle. So you don't really need anything but what I put in there. The handmade locks, the crochet needle, and then the wrapping hair. It does not come with gel, so that you're going to have to get on your own, but everything else it does come with. So I personally like these locks versus soft locks because they look more natural and they have like these cute little fairy curls. But yeah, and over time it looks a lot more natural. It gets like more distressed, more like worn in. You know how shoes get better when you wear them, like Ricks? It's like these are like the Ricks of the fashion industry, if you get me. Like it's the okay, I hope that makes sense. But basically it gets better as you wear them more. But now I'm going to slow down and show you guys how I install the locks. Like I said, I braided everything down first. So these are my plaits. And I'm just going to pull 2 out and show you guys exactly how I do it step by step. Okay, so here's one of the locks. Like I said before, they're like any other soft lock. They have a loop at the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out where I want it. On this line for knotless, you don't insert the lock at the base. You go down like about 1 inch or even further if you want the lock to hang low. And then you open up the latch hook, insert the lock per usual. And then after you do that, you take both the lock and the braid and pull it through the loop. And then after that, you pull on it and you like pull on it tightly. Mind you, my locks don't have like that thick lock at the beginning, so it's going to be easy to wrap around. I'm going to do it again. So basically you do it like 1 inch down from the base. You attach your latch hook, you push it through. You attach the latch hook to the loop of your lock, put the lock on, close the latch hook, then pull it through, and then you put both the braid and the lock. Hold on. Pull it through. You open it, put both the braid and the lock through that hole, and then you pull tightly. Pull tightly, because when you wrap, you don't want there to be a lot of hair there or like a bump there, so it can like wrap over smoothly. Now this is just me installing the wrapping hair. This does come with the lock set. You install it like you install the soft lock. You attach it to the latch hook and then you pull it through. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other one before I continue, because I just don't want it to be in the way. I would do a whole row like this and then come back and wrap them all afterwards. So like what I'm doing with these two, I would do with a whole row. Like I said, put it through the base, open the latch hook, put the wrapping hair, pull through, and you add the wrapping hair at the base of the head. There's no other place, at the base of the head. And then after that, we can start wrapping. So you pull the wrapping hair far enough so that on one side there's only a little bit. There should be the longer end and a shorter end, and you're going to use that longer end to wrap around the base of the braid. And you're going to do this pretty tightly just to make sure that the top is smooth, because you want it to look like it's coming from your scalp. So you make the top really smooth, and after you go down about 1 inch or 2, you can start adding these it's like a small butterfly locks technique, kind of such a thing. But you use your thumb to make small ridges in the lock, and then you keep going down. That's what gives it that distressed look. I have a better video on it on my page. My other Gypsy Loc video shows you how like I specifically wrap the hair. Honestly, you can just wrap it per usual, but for me, I think it's best when you have a really tight base and then you use a subtle butterfly method to add a couple like bubbles, ridges, something to make the lock imperfect, because locks aren't supposed to be perfect, to make it just look a little bit rough. So what I'm doing here, wrapping it like 2, 3, 4 times tight at the base, and then after that I'm gonna start using my thumb. Like I said, go check out my other Gypsy Loc video that has a more in-depth me going more in-depth on how I wrap. And then after that, that's all. I wrap all the way down, and then once you don't need to use glue. Don't use glue, just wrap all the way down, roll it in your hands, and you're done. So that's all I do to install my handmade locks, and you can find these locks on my website. I do drop them every 2 weeks because it does take me time to make them. After you order, expect them to come within 2 weeks. I'm making them I make to order, if that's what I'm saying. So like orders will be available to be made this coming Saturday, January 20th, 2023, and I will be releasing more 2 weeks after. They release at 5 p.m. You can also check this out. I'll put it in the description, and I'll also put it on my TikTok because that's kind of most of where all of y'all find me. But to finish off the look, all I'm going to do is add a hella foam and then blow dry it out, and that's it. This is just to loosen up locks. If you ever do locks, you know when you're wrapping, you wrap kind of tight, and this is just to loosen up that hair afterwards so that it's more movable and that it's flowy instead of that stiff look. And here's a little close-up texture shot, and we are done. And I love how it looks. I love how it looks so natural, but also with a little bit of, you know, flair. Love the curls, and then we're going to see it from the front. And that is all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and share this video to anybody who you think would love to have this look as well. Thank you guys. See you in my next video.